Good morning, friends. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are doing amazing out there. This is the day that the Lord has made. What are we going to do? We're going to rejoice and be glad in it. If you guys are new to my channel, I am Staar. I have been trading now for over 5 years. I absolutely love it. And I come on here every morning to hopefully save you some time and save you some money. About 8 months ago, I began to see the market very clear. And it took me 5 years, guys. 5 years, longer than it did to get a degree. Okay. And I'm just so thankful. So I hope to save you some time and save you some money so that you can stop losing. That's what all of us want. We want to be able to stop losing money, to figure out where is it that I'm going wrong. It could only be one little small thing. So anyway, with that being said, we're going to we're live here trading every single morning from 9:30 to about 12 o'clock. I'm getting ready to share my screen with you. I trade the NASDAQ. I also look at the Dow Jones. I look at silver and gold now. And so hopefully and prayerfully we'll be able to look at some pairs that you trade as well. Come on in the room. I'm over 40. I always say that. So I'm going to take it step by step. I'm going to go slow. Okay. Going to use words that you can understand, hopefully. And I love the Lord. So we're not going to have a bunch of cussing and fussing over here. We're just going to be praising God and being able to learn how to see the market clearly. All right. So with all that being said, my friends, I want you to know that number one, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing that I'm saying is financial advice. So please don't take anything I say as financial advice. I'm simply just an autism mom that has learned how to trade. And I'm not giving you any financial advice. This is only what I'm doing, my opinion. Secondly, trading is very risky. Okay. Trading is very risky. There's a high probability that you will lose some or all of your money that you're trading with. So never ever trade more than you can afford to lose. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to jump into these charts and see what 9:30 is going to give us. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and share our screen here and see what you guys can see here. I was looking at it last night, marking up stuff last night. I be on these charts, you guys, all the time. Let's start off with our move yesterday played out beautiful. I was in that buy yesterday. We had it marked up yesterday. Do you guys remember we had it marked up? We had our TPs marked. Remember where we said it was going to go? We had the market going where? Who remembers from yesterday? Who remembers from yesterday? Y'all remember from yesterday? We had it going up here to the 418. Okay. We had it going to the 418 and then the what? Let's see, where's our fib at? Where's our fib from yesterday? Because we had our fib on there. Let's see. There it is. Y'all remember. We had it going to the 418. Then we had it going to the hide these. We had it going to the 418. You guys remember this green fib is my hourly fib. We had it going to the 418, then the 525. And then up here is our negative 61.8, and that's at 664. Okay. We didn't quite get there. We made it to 657. So potato. Okay. So that usually means, what does that mean for all of my traders that have been trading for a minute? It means usually what? Reversal, right? So what we're going to look for, my friends, we're going to go ahead and draw these circles and lines, because these circles and lines are going to make me what? A million. Somebody say a million over time. All right. So this high is higher than this high, right? So this is going to be our what? Our higher high right here. Right here is our higher high. All right. You guys see this? This is what we do every morning. Okay. We're identifying our higher high. Why are we identifying our higher high? Because we were in a what? Somebody say an uptrend. Okay. First thing you do is identify your trend. Second thing you do is you draw these circles. Okay. So these circles are going to tell you where this higher high is. That was our higher high as of right now. Okay. And what comes before the higher high? Somebody say the higher low. Okay. These are the things that I kept trying to avoid. But as soon as I started figuring out where the higher high and the higher low was, somebody say I started making money. Okay. Started making money. Okay. So the higher high comes before the higher low. So since we've identified our higher high right here, This is our higher high right here. We can identify this as the what? The higher low. So what we'll be looking for is we're going to be looking for divergence. This high, they have it as higher than this high when we know this high was higher than this high. So what we're going to look for is we're going to look to see if this area right here gets broken. This is 29,405. If 29,405 gets broken, then we are going to say that we are in a what? A downtrend. Right now we're in an uptrend, but if this area gets broken right here, we will say that we are in a newfound downtrend on the 1 hour. Okay, so this is going to be a very critical area right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put a horizontal ray here. This is what I do. I put a horizontal ray here, and I'm going to say this will be the break. Will be the break. And this is on the 1 hour structure. Okay, it's on the 1 hour structure. For me, I use green for my 1 hour so I can see when I'm looking at it, my eyes know that the green is on the 1 hour. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and go down to the 15-minute because I want to be sure that I'm looking at the 15-minute as well. Good morning, good morning, good morning in the chat. You guys say hey, hey, hey. Y'all make sure y'all say hi to me in the chat. Come on in, like the video, like the video. I'm showing you exactly what I show my students. This is exactly how I'm teaching them market structure, and I'm going to teach you market structure. Okay, so the first thing that we did, when somebody said, tell me in the chat, we identified the trend. We were in what? An uptrend. Okay, the market had been going up. So we mark up our what? Our higher high and our higher low because we're in an uptrend. Then what did I do? I draw where it's going to be a break of structure on that 1 hour time frame. If we breach this line here at 403, okay? If 403 gets breached, and it's actually 402.25. If 402.25 gets breached, then that means we are going to do what? We're going to be starting to look for some sales, okay? Starting to look for some sales, okay? So right now we are in an uptrend, but if this area gets breached, we are going to say we're going to be going down on the 1 hour time frame, okay? Now let's look at the 15-minute, friends. Let's look at the 15-minute. 15-minute, our higher high is still going to be in the same place. Our higher high is still in the same place, because you guys can see it's over here. This is our higher high, still in the same place. Myself, I like to look for a 2-candle pullback. I like to look for a 2-candle pullback. Is this a 2-candle red pullback here? No, it's only a 1 candle. I look at that as a pause, but you can look at that as support and resistance. So you can say that support just got broken here, okay? But I like, for structural purposes, I would like a 2-candle pullback. So that would still be at the same area right here, okay? It would be right here, all right? 1 candle pullback is going to be more like support and resistance, and we will mark it up. Let's mark up our support and resistance, just so we can see what has happened here. Okay, let's see. We'll mark up our support and resistance on the 15-minute. Okay. And we'll label it. Let's see how this candle closes, okay? Let's see how this candle closes, all right? Let's see if we close beneath here, okay? And then we want to see if we're going to get down here and breach this line, all right? So this is our 15-minute support and resistance. We want to see if we get a close beneath, okay? Now, if we get a close beneath this support and resistance, this could mean that we're going to break down and come back up and retest it, and then we can take it for the sell down. But we still have to be mindful of what happens right here at the 403. Now, what I want to show you guys also is a lot of things that you hear in trading. You hear about people forming, the market forming M's and W's. You guys say hi in the chat. Good morning, Veronica. How are you, my friend? Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Staar Fields. Good morning, friends. I'm typing back to you guys. Good morning. Thanks for saying hi in the chat. Make sure you guys like the video so we can get more friends in here, okay? It helps people be able to find us. Good morning. Good morning. I'm giving you guys all the information that I give my students in the morning. So what I was saying was the 15-minute support and resistance. We're going to look to see if we get a close beneath this area. If we get a close beneath this area, and if we do, we'll be looking for the market to come back. All right. So that's what we're looking for right now. That's what we're looking for right now. Okay. And what I think before I started saying hi, I got off track. I'm so sorry. I was talking about the, hold on, Holy Spirit, bring it back to my remembrance. So I kind of see what I was talking about. I was getting ready to say something about, oh, I know what I was going to say. The market is forming patterns, okay? The market's forming patterns, okay? And let me tell you guys what that means. The market is starting to form patterns. The market forms M's and W's. This is something that I learned when I went to this trading conference. And you hear a lot of traders talking about the market forming M's and W's, okay? So let's look at where we're at on the 1 hour. So I want you guys to see if you can see it clearly, because this is looks like a beautiful M. I'm going to track it out for you guys. It looks like it could be a beautiful M. You guys can see it. Look at this. Up, down. You guys see that? Up, down. All right. So then what would this be right here? You guys, this is what they call, okay, then this right here is what they call the neckline. So you guys can see that beautiful M has formed. And this area right here, right where we have that break of structure, that would be the what? The neckline, okay? So that would be the neckline on that M that's being formed. And we will look to see if we can take it back down here. I will look to see if we can take that back down here, because this is the zone. It might want to come back and retest this 1 hour zone that we broke out of yesterday. Okay. So these are M's and W's, and this is around the 284-ish mark. All right, guys, anybody have any questions? So what we're looking for is we're looking for how this first 15-minute candle is going to close. We have broken support here, and then we'll go down to a smaller time frame, and we'll look to see if we're going to come back and retest that area. Okay, want to see if we're going to retest that area. I like to wait for the first 15-minute candle to close. Okay, guys? Me, myself, I like to wait for the first 15-minute candle to close. But he closed beneath there on the 10-minute candle. So let's see. It's going back up there to retest. Retest. Do you guys think we're going to get a sell down? Y'all think we're going to get a sell? Let's see. We're retesting it. Getting that push up. Let's see what we're going to get. Now, if you guys look at it on the 5-minute, that break of structure area would have been right here. So it broke on the 5-minute. So we did have a 5-minute break of structure. Okay. So let's see, friends. Let's see what we're going to get. If you're new here, I walk on my walking pad in the morning, so I absolutely love that. Love walking on the walking pad in the morning. I just took a little sail down here on this. Let's see what we're going to get down, if we're going to get a little push down. Let's see what we're going to get. Expecting it to come down here to this 402. So let's see. We're waiting to see if we're going to get this break beneath, friends. Are we going to get this break beneath? Or are we going to get a what? Close above. Okay, so this is our 15-minute support and resistance. And we have how many minutes left on this candle? How many minutes do we have, guys? We have 1 minute and 43 seconds left. So let's see how this candle's going to close on this 15-minute time frame. Let's see how we are going to close on this 15-minute time frame. We got 1 minute and 17 seconds left. Let's see what we're going to get. Okay. Let's see what we're going to get, my friends. Seven seconds. Let's see. Now let's see what this next candle opens up as on our 15-minute. Good morning, my friends. I'm on the walking pad. If you have a walking pad, join me. Join me on the walking pad, my friends. Join me. Okay. Join me on the walking pad. So we're going to see if we're going to get the close beneath here, guys. That's what we're looking at. You want to see if we are going to get a close beneath here. And then we want to see if we're going to get this pushed down to this 3. What was our neckline? Is right there at the 403. Okay. We want to see if we're going to get a close beneath. Let's see if we're going to get a close beneath, friends. 480. Going to get a close beneath. That's what we're looking for. Getting a beautiful push down. Beautiful push. I'm in a sell. Down. Getting that beautiful push down. You can take it to 445. Let's see. Getting a beautiful push. I'm up 109 on 5 accounts, guys. So that was a pretty good move. We made almost, what? I ended up closing at 68 on 5 accounts, okay? So I want you guys to see these moves here on, if you guys, I'm going to share my, see, this is the Take Profit with Tradeovate platform. Can you guys see it? I've got 5 screens or 5 different challenges I'm trading all right here. Good morning, Leah. Good morning, my friend. How you doing, dear? Thank you for watching my video. You guys get to see a little bit of my family. That's what I do after I leave here. We have a private school for children with special needs. And so, yes. So you guys can see what we're looking for this morning on the NASDAQ. Okay, I want to show you guys. We have a lot of resistance down here. Is it going to buy or is it going to sell? This is the area right here. We broke not structure, but support and resistance with this wick. It has not closed beneath here yet. So what we're looking for this morning, I'm going to go back to our 1 hour so I can show you guys. Show you guys a couple of things, okay? I want to show you a couple of things. Do that there. Show you guys a couple of things. So this morning we marked up our higher high right here, Leah, and we marked up our higher low. This is the highest point on the market that we've made, and this is our higher low. When I'm trying to find where my higher low is, I like to see a 2 candle pullback. So if we were in a buy, that would be, I would want to see 2 red candles pull back. I like to see 2 candles pull back for structural points. But for support and resistance, of course, it can be one candle. Okay. So I'll show you guys that example in just a second. But this was my what? My higher low, because my higher low comes before my higher high. All right. And what I was pointing out this morning is that the market likes to make M's and W's. At the top of your screen, when you're looking for sales, you're going to see a beautiful M form. And so that's what this is right here. You guys can see this is this whole leg was up, the left leg of the M. And then this is our neckline. And so when you're looking for a sell on the 1 hour or any type of time frame, but we're on the 1 hour right now. You're going to, especially the 1 hour, you want to see this neckline get broke, okay? You want to see this neckline get broke right here. And this is what they consider the neckline of the M. This is the left leg, comes down, then it goes up here, made that higher high, right? And then we want to see this area right here get broken. And this is our higher low on the 15-minute and on the 1 hour. Okay, that's our higher low structural point there. I put a dotted line and I said will be the break. All right. Now, right now, what we've had so far for our 15 minutes, we've had this area right here was our last support area. So you guys see, I put a line there. I didn't make it dotted or anything because this is not a structural point. This is just what I use as support and resistance. So you guys can see this was our support and resistance line here. It has not got broken beneath. It's only got a wick down. I did take a small sell here. Oh my, talking to you guys. Y'all can't even see. You see, thank you. Thank you, Leah. I'm over here talking and y'all can't. Let me start over. Let's go over it again. Here we go, Leah. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Keep me together. I'm getting right back. Okay. Tell me that you can see the right screen now. Thank you. I'm going to start over. Because that's what we do. We start over. All right, Leah. Can y'all see it right? Somebody say, yes, you can see my regular screen now. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, friend, for telling me. All right. We got 7 of you guys on. Can y'all say hey to me in the chat and make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up? I'm going to start over again. You guys are going to learn market structure. I make it easy over here because that's what I wish somebody would have did for me. All right, so let's start over. When we jumped on the charts this morning, the first thing that we did is we identified what is our trend, okay? We had been buying up all night. So what trend were we in? Somebody say an uptrend, okay? We were in an uptrend. So what I did when I identified that we were in an uptrend is the first thing that I did was I marked up my higher high and my higher low. If you were in a downtrend, you would not mark up your higher high and higher low. You would mark up your lower low and lower high. But because we were in an uptrend, I marked up my higher high and my higher low, okay? I marked up my higher high and my higher low, okay? So this was my higher high and this is my higher low right here, all right? This is my higher high. This is my higher low, all right? So then what I did, let me get on the 1 hour so you guys can see. This is what I did. So this is what I did. This is on the 1 hour, higher high, higher low, all right? And what I also did, guys, is I looked for divergence, okay? Divergence says that they're doing opposite things. Where over here, this high is lower than this high. And over here, this high is higher. Down here where this is my RSI, this high is higher than this high. You guys see that? So it's doing two opposite things. So that let me know it possibly wanted to do what? To sell down. Okay, it possibly wanted to sell. Okay, so that's the reason why I felt okay about jumping in a little sell there. And I still haven't, it hasn't broken structure yet, so I still haven't gotten in the sell. We're going to see if it closes beneath this support or resistance. But anyway, this is my 15-minute higher high. I mean, my 1 hour higher high and higher low. It's also my 15-minute structure too. Now, what I wanted to show you guys, one of the first things that I learned when I came into trading was about the M's and the W's. They would always tell me that the market is going to form M's when it's get ready to sell down coming from a buy, and W's at the bottom of support when it's getting ready to go for a buy up from the sell. Okay. And so this is coming from a buy. Okay. So what we're looking for is we're looking for this neckline to get broken. And do you see how this neckline lines directly up with our breakup structure? Okay. It lines directly up with our breakup structure. If this 402.25 gets broken, then we're going to be looking for sells. Okay. Right now we're in an uptrend until the market shows us otherwise. All right. So this is our breakup structure on the 1 hour. And now I'm also going to show you it's our breakup structure on the 15 minute. Okay. So on the 15 minute, this was our support and resistance. Okay. Our support and resistance. We're waiting for the market to do what? Close beneath here, which it looks like it's going to do now. And then we're going to look for it to come back and retest this area someplace. And then we can look for it for the sell down. Okay. So this was support and resistance on the 15 minute. And this is still our structural point for our break. Okay. So this is going to be the break for the 15 minute and the 1 hour. So we got to be clear that this is going to be the break. So we want it to close preferably with a body beneath this area. Okay. That's what we're looking for. So does everybody see the higher high and the higher low? Does everybody understand why I put the higher high and the higher low? Yeah. Could that be a higher low on the 15 minute? This right here, could this be a higher low? It could be. It just depends on how you look at market structure, Leah. I like a 2 candle pullback because a lot of times, and it's just me, I like a 2. Thank you guys for liking the video. I like a 2 candle pullback. That's a great question, Leah. Good morning, Sonia Mason. How are you, friend? Thanks for being on again. I seen you here before. Thanks for coming on. All right. So Leah asked if this right here could be a higher low. She asked if this area right here could be a higher low. And I think it just depends on how you trade. If you trade with this area being like this might be a higher low on a smaller time frame. I'm going to show you what I mean. I like to have a 2 candle pullback because if I just looked at 1 candle as a higher low, then I would think it's going to start selling from here. And you guys can see it kept buying. It kept buying 1, 2, 3 more candles on up, right? So this was not a stopping point. It was actually just a continuation. The market was just breathing here. And that's in my opinion. So let me show you what I see on the 5 minute. Was it a stopping point on the 5 minute? It absolutely was. You see, it was a structural point on the 5 minute because we had a 2, 3 candle pullback there. Okay. So that was the last break of structure on the 5 minute. So if you trade the 5 minute, then this would have been a good trade for you. If you trade the 5 minute, this could have been a good trade for you. Okay. Could have been a good trade for you if you trade the 5 minute. Okay. Could have been a good trade for you if you trade the 5 minute. I'm looking for a sales down, guys, because we broke beneath here. So I'm going to look for a sell down to this next area. Looking for sales down to this 403-ish area, okay? And I'm looking for sales down because we got divergence, okay? So this is what we're looking for. We've had a break beneath here. So we're going to look for and see if we're going to get some type of sell back down, okay? We want to come and test this 403-ish area, friends. That's what we're looking forward to, seeing if it's going to get tested. All right. Let's see if we have any more questions in the chat. Okay, could that be a higher low on the 15? Good job. Hey, Sonia. Thank you guys for liking the video. Any more questions? You guys see the structure clearly? I want to make sure that if you guys were pulling these charts up on your own at home, that you'd be able to mark it up, okay? I want to make sure you'd be able to mark it up. Any questions? Any questions, friends? Let's see. Any questions for me? Okay, we're looking at our retracement leg, guys. Any questions in the chat? Let's see if we got any questions. Good morning, Island Kiss. What ticker we're looking at? MNQ. Good morning, Safa. Good morning. Good morning. We're looking at MNQ, guys. We're making some money here on the sales. We're looking for a break of structure here on the sales. Thanks for liking the video. Thanks for liking the video. We're looking at MNQ this morning. We're looking for, I'm looking at it here. I'll look at it. We're looking for sales down, guys. We're looking for sales on M&Q. And we're looking to see if we're going to get this break of structure on the 15-minute and the 1 hour, which is right here where I have this green dashed line, okay? We're looking to see what we're going to get here, my friends. What are we going to get right here, friends? Are we going to get the sell and the break of structure because we have our neckline here? Are we going to get that break there? Or are we going to keep buying up? We had some divergence forming on the 1 hour. So that gave us a little bit of confirmation that we were going to get some type of sell, but we're looking to see. All righty, friends, we're looking to see. So how are you guys doing out there? What are y'all trading? Are y'all trading NAS or do y'all trade gold? Let me know in the chat. I come on every single morning from 9:30 to about 11:30, 12 o'clock before I have to start my day. My real life starts, but I love being able to come on here. I trade anyway. I was trading by myself anyway, and now I get to trade with a whole bunch of friends from all around the world. So excited about that. I've been trading now for over 5 years, and about 8 months ago, I finally began to see the market clearly and began to understand market structure a lot better. And so that helped me tremendously. And so I've been trading and making money, and I love it because you can turn your cell phones, your computers into an ATM machine. Get excited about that. So I love that. I'm focusing on gold and MNQ. All right. Well, you're in the right place, guys. You are in the right place. Gold and MNQ. Okay. I like gold. And you know what else I was playing around with yesterday and today was silver. Silver actually has really good market structure. So I love silver's market structure. I was playing around with that as well. So let's see what we're going to get. Sometimes the NASDAQ can be a little chop. Gets on your nerves, okay? He'll hold you in there all day. Hold you in there. So let's see if we're going to get this break, guys. We want to see if we're going to get this push back down underneath this support and resistance area. And if we are indeed going to get the break. So that's what I am looking for. But you got to wait until you see what you see. Don't be guessing, okay? Sometimes we just jump in too soon. I'm so guilty of that. Just jumping in. Sell, buy, sell. And I'm like, the real thing you should be seeing is wait, okay? But we're jumping in because we're so scared of missing out. And that FOMO, it'll mess you up. FOMO and greed are the two hardest things I think as traders that we have to deal with. Those are the two emotions that we deal with daily. And we have to ask ourselves, is this enough? Did I get in too soon? Why did I jump in there? Okay. Why did I jump in there? I'm not even following any of my rules. I know better. Don't we know better? And we still jump in. Why do we do that stuff? Okay. Why do we do it to ourselves? So we do it to ourselves a lot of the time, guys. That FOMO, that greed, we do it to ourselves. So technically, my friends, we have not got any break. The only thing that we broke was that support and resistance on the 15-minute, but we still closed back above there, okay? We closed back above there with this candle here, okay? So let's see how the cookie's going to crumble. Let's see how it's going to crumble. So I'm going to delete this M. I was showing you guys this M pattern earlier. I just wanted you guys to be able to see the neckline, especially for my new people. The market forms M's and W's, and this is the beginning of an M pattern. You can see the beautiful blue leg up, down, and then you can see our neckline is clearly defined right here. Okay, so this is our M pattern. I'm going to go ahead and delete it off because I don't like a whole bunch of stuff on my chart. Then I can't see the actual candles, okay? And I don't know what these are here. I think those are think those are, is that what those are? I don't know if that's what that is. Let me see. Yeah, I got those off. Okay. So we're waiting, guys. One of the things that makes our channel a little bit different is that we are over. What are you looking for? What are you looking for to determine a buy? I will be looking for a break and retest of the higher high to determine a buy, or I would be looking for it to break out of this. So I would be looking, if I was looking for a buy, I would be looking for it to break and retest this higher high at the 659 and push up, or I would be looking for it to break out of this. And I think you mean like a buy up. I think that's what you're saying. Or I would be looking for it to break. And that high is our last higher high. Okay. Or I would be looking for it to break this. We were coming down. This would be our low. So I would be looking for it to break. Yeah, I would be looking for it to break that last higher high, because I'm looking at market structure here. Or it could break a high here and come back and retest this trend line. So that's what I would be looking at for a buy. I just want to be able to see the market structure clearly. So you have to find your lower low from the sell down. And then this would be the last 2 candle pullback here, which would be at this 603-ish area. So that's what I would be looking for. And we could very well get a buy up, because we have not got the sell down. That we haven't got. We have not broken structure on the 15-minute or the 1 hour for the sell. So it can go either way. So you just have to be very mindful, and you have to be very careful, guys. Be mindful and be careful, okay? It can go either way. We do have news at 10:30, I think. Let's look. If you're new, we go news, okay? So news, we go to forexfactory.com. And today is Thursday, August the 27th. And we had news at 8:30. We had an orange folder for unemployment claims. And then 10:30, we have natural gas storage, but it is a yellow folder. So it should be low impact, okay? So you guys hover over it. It says low impact expected, all right? So let's see if we're going to get a break out of this channel here to the upside. We have not broken structure for the sell yet. Let's see what we're going to get, my friends. Let's see what we're going to get. Let's see. These are good questions, you guys. Let's see if you guys have any more. Hey, Elena Banda. Hey. Stream your analysis of M&Q was spot on. Yes, you guys seen that? Y'all seen that yesterday? It was spot on. Y'all seen that? We hit them TPs, all those TPs smacked yesterday. I was like, yeah. I was in a buy, y'all. I was in a buy, but I had got in a bad place. So I was in a little drawdown, and then it finally hit my take profits on the way back up. I was like, thank you, Lord. So that is the reason why that's the reason why that's the reason why we mark it up on a higher time frame. That was the hour time frame analysis. Yeah, so 1 hour analysis. You guys, AKW Cap says trend line liquidity says we need to buy. All right, so let's see. Trend line liquidity says we need to buy. That's what he's saying. AKWA Cap. I said Aqua Cap. I'm thinking Aqua Cap. I hope I'm saying it right. Aqua Cap. Yeah, we are still in the buy. We have not broken structure for a sell yet. Okay. We have not yet broke structure for a sell. So technically we are still in a buy. Yeah, like water. How did I get that? Aqua Cap. Go ahead, water. I love it. Aqua Cap, baby. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm Staar Fields. I'm an autism mommy, so my son has severe autism, but I discovered trading about 5 years ago. Like so many, I was introduced through that IML Academy. And I loved I love the concept of trading. The only thing is I got so confused because they were teaching you like a million different strategies. So all I did was lose money. Not only was I losing money from not knowing how to trade, but then I was losing money because I was paying $300 to be a part of their thing every month. And so, but I don't have any regrets because they're the ones that introduced me to trading. So I love everything about trading. How many of you guys were introduced through trading to trading? Did y'all get introduced through anybody else? IML got introduced? Yeah, putting us all on our choice to keep moving forward. Yes, that's it. Our choice is to keep moving forward. And so, yeah, I definitely chose to keep moving forward because I love I love the concept of it. I wish I would have learned about it years and years ago, you know? So definitely love it for that. No regrets ever. Yeah, Leah says she did too. Okay, very good. So all of us got introduced. A lot of us got introduced through that. And but that was the most confusing thing is I didn't know what I didn't know, right? And then they had this person teaching this and this person teaching that. And then I'm like, oh my gosh. And then we went to a boot camp. And y'all, everybody wanted to charge $10,000 for a training. I'm like, oh my goodness. So they want to charge $10,000 and you're so eager to learn. You're like, you just feel like you're now just thrown to the wolves and like, you don't know who to trust because it seemed like they all just want to take your money and tell you they're going to teach you. They can teach you the Holy Grail and all that. So finally, after all that, after spending money and buying this person's course and that person's course and all that stuff, guys, I finally said, you know what? I'm going to learn this the hard way. And I began to learn the things that I had been avoiding. Okay. What have I been avoiding? I have been telling myself that trading was too hard, that I couldn't learn it. I have been telling myself all these stories about trading, guys. I have been telling myself that I didn't have to draw these circles and lines, that, you know, that was for those, the way they trade. I'm not going to have to do that because I'm so smart. I'm not going to have to know about market structure and all that stuff. So I had told myself all this foolishness, y'all. Told myself all this foolishness about trading and how it really, really worked. And it was just a lie. You know what I'm saying? And so if you've been telling yourself a lie that you can't learn how to do hard things, if you've been telling yourself the lie that it's only for those certain people over there that are good at math, that's the reason why they're good at trading. Or then some people say, oh, it's because those people are young, that's why they can do it. I mean, I told myself too, I was like, them young people can push the button so fast. That's how they can stop. You you know what? They can't push the button fast, but I was trying to buy up all these tools and everything so I could push the button just as fast as them. Okay. So when I started trading, I was over 40 already. I'm 48 now. I was thinking I was about 43. My mom was over 70. And here we are. Look, they say we hate course sellers. I'm telling you, yes, just taking our money and you still don't know what you're doing. Okay. Don't y'all hate that? When people they just take your money and then you still losing. Now you done paid them and you're losing. And how about the worst is when you get in people's things, they say, this is a lifetime mentorship. I'm going to train you forever. And all you have to do is pay set fee and you're going to be in a lifetime membership. A lifetime mentorship. That means you don't have to pay anymore, right? I said, these kids must not know what lifetime means because you're going to tell me something's for a lifetime and then you come back and you want more money. So anyway, I've had my fair share of trading. And I've purchased so many courses. There's a lot of great trainers out here, guys. There's a lot of great trainers out here. And the people that I have purchased courses from have been Mike Lito. I love his style of trading and training. I've purchased from Carlos FX because he was good at the supply and the demand. So I purchased courses from all of those people. And I finally said, you know what? Let me see how I see the market so I can explain it, because my family and my friends wanted to learn how to trade because they had been seeing me doing it for so many years. And I finally put my little spin on it and really got serious about it. Because one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to invite them to come in and lose money. Okay. That is no fun. I could never tell anybody about it because I'm like, I can't tell you about trading because I'm not going to show you how to lose. I got to make sure I'm seeing this stuff clearly myself before I tell anybody anything. Right. So I never wanted to be responsible for anybody losing any money or anything like that. So that's me as far as this trading thing goes. That's how I've done it. No more courses. I know that's right. Up 300 on the scalp, long to take out the data with. Go ahead, honey. I'm so proud of you. Get excited, AquaCap. AquaCap like water, baby. Okay. Killing it. That's great. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. So you think we're going to sell AquaCap or you think we're going to keep buying? What you think? I am trading 5 funded accounts on Tradeovate. So I can only do one on the trading view screen. So that's why I don't show it on there anymore, because I can only show one, trade one at a time. But over here on Tradeovate, I have my copy trader set up. So I'm able to trade 5. Okay. And that's working out very well for me. It keeps me from being greedy, y'all. It keeps me from being greedy. So if you were looking for a buy, it looks like AquaCap. Did you get down take the buy down here off of this wick and up here to this wick? Is that what you did? Let's see what AquaCap. If you're still here, let us know your style of trading. I like longs because of the trend line liquidity and bullish SMT on the weekly. Okay. Is that your style, Aqua Cap? Oh, look, it's continuing to buy up out of this wedge, guys. It's breaking every chain. Break every chain. Okay. Break every chain. So what I do, guys, I'm on my walking pad. I actually walk 100 minutes every morning. I walk 100 minutes every single morning. Over 6.5 miles, over 700 calories. So I do this while we are trading. So it keeps internet 29,555. Go ahead, AquaCap. Go ahead, honey. I love that. You guys see how we can learn with our friends over here in the chat? We are still in a buy until we break structure for the sell. You guys see that? That's why we can't get caught up in that short term. We got to look at the bigger picture. We're still in a buy until we get break structure for the sell. And we already have it marked up. We know where our neckline is, but we have not broken that, guys. We have not broken that. Okay. 29,555. I love it. So he got his entry way down, 555. Oh, right here. Go ahead. That was good. He wrote it up. That was good. Good, 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 good. Good, good, good. So let's see where we're going to end up at, guys. For me, if I was going to take a buy on this 15-minute structure, I would like to see this area right here. This short. I would like to see this high get taken out right here at the 630. But I would really like to see this one get taken out here at the 663, push up, and then come back down and retest, and then buy up from there. But remember, friends, from yesterday, we are at this 61.8 on our 1 hour fib. So we're really close to that. It's at 665, we're really, really close there. So we have to be mindful. We would want to see the market push up with intense power and then come back and retest the top of these areas here. Right now on the 1 hour, we also have divergence going down. So we just have to be real mindful with our sales, okay? With our buys and our sales right now because of the place that we're in between these two zones here, okay? So the market did respect this 525-ish area. It did not. It came down and then it pushed right back in there. So we want to see like what it's going to do. What's it going to do? Okay. Myself, I was leaning more towards sales because of the 61.8 here, but you guys let me know what you guys think here, okay? But we can't, one of the things that I love that Jessica Lane says, she says, trade what you see and not what you think, okay? I love that because I be thinking, and every time I get in off of what I think, I know what I think, and then I'm also looking at what I see, and what I see and what I think are opposites sometimes, And so a lot of times we don't go with what we see, we go with what we think, and then we can get wrong by that. So what I see is that we are in a buy, okay? But what I think is that we're going to sell. You see how that is off? Yeah. So we are in a buy, clearly, but we have not broken structure for the sell yet, okay? We have not. But I still think it's going to sell. See how it'll jack you up? You better pay close attention to what you see and what you think. Make sure they line up, all right? Make sure what you see and what you think line up. AquaCap says, I like price to rally into a FVG, then look for smart money trade and break the structure with FVG on the 3-minute solid play. All right. I got to figure out how we can get you. We need to be doing us a broadcast so we can have the traders come up in here and do a little talk and share their strategy. That would be fun to do in the mornings, wouldn't it? Got to figure out how to make that happen, okay? Invite other people to come in live with us. Now, do you guys, anybody trade London in here? Anybody trade London? Good morning. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for liking the video. And make sure y'all subscribe. I'm Staar Fields. I've been trading now for over 5 years. And about 8 months ago, I went from being unprofitable to profitable. And when I say profitable, I mean I stopped losing all of my money. If you want to stop losing all your money, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, okay? There's 3 things I actually did that took me from being unprofitable to profitable. One of those is waiting for that first 15-minute candle to close because it gave me directional bias. The other one was learning the difference between a break of structure and a test of structure. And then the last one was, of course, learning market structure. Now, AquaCap says SMT means smart money reversal. Also, I do trade all sessions. Okay, you trade all sessions. All right, AquaCap, or smart money tools. Okay. Smart money reversals or smart money tools. All right. And he trades all sessions. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And do you go live, AquaCap? You have a channel and you go live so we can come and follow you? Or do you make videos? Let us know so we can come and find you, babe. Let us know. We will be looking for you. Y'all go check out AquaCap, okay? AquaCap came and said hello to us this morning. I appreciate it. Appreciate all of you guys coming back. We got Elena Banda comes back every day. Thank you, Elena. I love her. Haven't been having her here. AquaCap. We got Leah. We got Safa. Okay, we got Island Kiss. I think Island Kiss is new. We got Sonia Mason. Okay. We've got all our new friends. We got Veronica. Okay. So thank y'all for being in the room. Make sure y'all hit the like button. We are reaching people every single day because guess what, guys? People need to learn how to make extra money. Okay. People need to learn how to make extra money. People are struggling out there. You know, yesterday I made about $300 on my trades. Okay. I figure I had to go to Target and I had to get some shower gel. And I like to eat these protein chips so I can watch my carbs and stuff like that. Oh, thank you, AquaCap. I've been following your channel. Love to see Black women doing their thing. Yes, yes, yes. You have to go live, AquaCap. We can't wait to come and support you, honey. We can't wait to come and support you. I love the support. Love it, love it, love it. Y'all go check out AquaCap. Do you make videos? Can we follow you? Do you make videos that we can look at and hit the like and subscribe button? Let us know, AquaCap, how we can support you. But so yesterday I went to Target and I just had to get like 3 things, right? And I knew I needed shower gels and these protein chips, and I was gonna look for some low carb bagels. And y'all, $111. Just getting a few things. Supposed to be 3. It might have turned into 5 or 6, but nevertheless, $111. But my thinking was, we want to be able to make more in our trading than we're spending on a daily basis, okay? Then I went to the 5 and below. My baby has autism and he likes these squishy balls. He's really into these sensory squishy balls right now. So since it's very hard to find something that when you have a kid with autism that they like. So when you find something, you get it. I get it in every color. I get as many as I can get. So we went to the 5 and below. I let him pick out some of these little squishy balls. And that was another $40. So anyway, we ended up spending about $150 or $160. Now I say all this to say the goal is going to be for us to make more trading than we are doing what? Spending. And then we know that trading can pay for our regular little spending habits. Okay. That's the goal. Okay. And then before you know that, before you know it, it can be paying for other stuff like, get excited, mortgages. Hey, I can't wait. Okay. Get excited when it's paying for mortgages and cars and all that fancy stuff and trips. I cannot wait for it to pay for some trips. Okay. Are y'all excited about it paying for some trips? How about that? So, but that's the goal. That's the goal for me. I hope that's the goal for you. Kind of calculate how much you spend every day, like just running your normal errands, and ask yourself, can I make this trading? And if you can, then it's basically like the more money you make trading, and if it's paying for your daily activity, then you get to keep your other money. Okay. That's helping to save you money and put more money back into your household. So that's what I love about trading. Yes, I need that in my life. That's right, Leah. Need that in our life. We got to track what we're spending and then say, okay, I'm going to make that trading. Okay. And that's why we're here. I want to teach you guys market structure. So you guys see, I don't do strategies. I don't do all that. I just do market structure. Okay. When I stopped looking for this to cross this and this to do that and when I just started waiting for it to break the line, break the structural line, that's when you get in, and not till then. Okay. Then that's when I started making money. And it really helped me with my what? Leah knows the other day, because she said, this is helping me with my patience. Okay. So you wait for the market to tell you which direction it wants to go. So far this morning, the market has told us that this is 9:30. Where's 9:30? Okay. 9:30. This is 9:30 right here. This is the market telling us it's gone from here to here this morning. Okay. This is the lowest it's gone, 425, and this is the highest it's gone at 620. Okay. So there's been a 200 point range here. Okay. This is where the market has showed you that it wants to go. Okay. It's gone 200 points between the highest point and the lowest point. We have not broken structure for the what? For the sell. So since we haven't broken structure for the sell, what are we still in? We're still in a buy. Okay. Until we break structure for the sell. The only thing that we broke was our 15-minute support and resistance area. And then it came right back up into this area. It did not even stay down. It didn't continue to sell down from there. Okay. So we have to be mindful of that. All right. Now, because of where we're at in the market, because we're at the 61.8, like I said, I am more looking for some type of sell, but at the same time, it hasn't happened yet. I haven't seen it. Okay. So what are we doing? Like Jessica Lane says, trade what you see and not what you think. Okay. So I think it's going to sell, but I see that we're still in a buy. Okay. So that right now, that's what we're looking at. And what trading what you think will make you lose your money. Okay. It will make you lose your money every single time because you didn't wait for confirmation. You just thought it was going to do something. How many ever jumped in too soon because they thought it was going to do something? Good morning, AJ. Journey to Success. Oh, thank you for being live every day. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for being on. I've been loving coming on doing this in the morning time. I love it. We're starting to build consistency and we're getting friends to come on with us in the morning. So thank you guys. I come on live every single morning, AJ, Journey to Success, as long as I don't have a field trip. I always say in my real life, I have a school for children with special needs. It's a small private school. And I started a school for children with special needs because I didn't want my kid to get bullied, didn't want to have to send them off and trust those people with my baby. And then when I did I tried to send them to public school and private school. I didn't know what they were doing. And then they act like they couldn't tell me. And I can't ask him because he's nonverbal. So praise God. That's what some other mothers do. We start our own school. Okay. And that's how it is, guys. You have to build it. If you don't have what you want in your life, you create it. Okay. So I said, hey, look, There's another way. They ain't the only way for him to get educated. So we created our own school, and you guys, we have so much fun. So that's what I do after I get finished with you guys trading in the morning. I wash two butts. Brush two sets of teeth, and comb two heads, and take care of my baby. And then he's 19, but you guys will hear me call him my baby. Okay, my 19-year-old baby. And we go on about our day. We have a color of the day, so we'll wear the same color, and that's how he learns his colors. So yeah, we have a fun time. And I've created a life that I love instead of a life that constantly stresses me out. Okay, so that's what I hope that you guys can do for yourself. Create a life that you love instead of a life that constantly stresses you out. Okay, learn how to fall in love with your own life. If you don't like the way things are, ask yourself, what can I do to change it? I am consistently working on improving my entries. What can I do to change it? I study and study and study and study and study. I'm not just complaining about it. I study this stuff, you guys, so that I can learn how to have good entries. Okay, so what can you do to change it? If you don't like the way you look, okay, you say my butt and my gut. All right, what can you do to change it? All right, so romanticize. I was watching this lady's video. Romanticize your own life. Fall in love with your own life, guys. And you tell yourself, no matter how good it is, or no matter how bad it is, you tell yourself the rest of my life is going to be what? The best of my life. I do that. And that means it's going to be amazing. Okay. The rest of my life is going to be the best of my life. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that includes what? It includes trading, guys. It includes trading. Okay. So don't tell yourself that you can't do hard things. Somebody write in the chat, I can do hard things. I can do them. Okay. I can do them. I was built for this. Okay. I'm so glad to be able to learn how to trade and be able to learn how to look at these lines and stuff that freaks other people out. I can look at it and make it make sense. Okay. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that includes trading, guys. It includes a whole bunch of stuff. So right now, if you guys are looking at this MNQ chart, I want y'all to see it. I'm going to go back to the hour time frame one more time because I want you to see what we were looking at when we came on. Okay. The first thing that we do when we get on the charts is what? Ask ourselves, have we been in an uptrend or a downtrend? Last night we were doing what? We were in an uptrend. We hit all of these TPs for our buy yesterday. Okay. We had our higher. Now we're going to mark up our higher high and our higher low. What you can do, friends, to hover over to see which one of these is the highest high. Well, you can see the wick on this and you can hover over it. Right there at the top, there's an H. It says 29,661.25. That means that this is our higher high. This higher high is going to tell me two things. It's going to tell me if the market wants to go any higher, it would have to break this higher high and create a what? Create a new higher high. Okay. If the market wanted to go higher, it would have to break this higher high and create a new higher high. All right. That would be for my continuation. All right. On my higher low, right down here, this circle right here, this tells me what? This tells me that if the market breaks this area right here, that the market wants to start to sell. Okay. The market wants to change directions. Okay. And start to sell. Okay. And I'm going to do one more for you. Our previous higher high, our previous higher high. And that's going to be over here. And you guys can see it was over here yesterday where we had this zero at this 418. And what I want you guys to use your previous higher high for is this previous higher high. This tells you what? This tells you if the market came back and retested. And you guys can see we had a perfect retest. So even if somebody was a break and retest trader, You can see the retest happening, guys. You can see the retest happen perfectly right here at this area, okay? I'll mark it up just so you guys can see it. I want y'all to see this retest happen perfectly right here at this area. Y'all see that retest that happened right here? So that's what that previous higher high shows you. So that's why I like to tell people, if you mark up those three circles, just those three circles, the current higher high, your current higher low, and your previous higher high, meaning the one, not the one in the same area, but the previous one, that will show you the retest, okay? So you would actually see this area come up, and you would see it actually get broken when it's ready to sell, okay? So that's what I wanted you guys to see. So those are the first things that I do: determine our direction, draw those three circles that mean three different things, okay? The three different things. And then I go down to my 15-minute and I look for the same exact thing on my 15-minute time frame. I draw my higher high and I draw my higher low. Leah asked earlier, would this be considered a higher low right here? And I told her, for me, I don't consider this a higher low on the 15-minute time frame, because I only consider when it's a one candle retracement, I consider that just a pause, not a stopping point, okay? So you guys can see here, it was just a pause and it kept on going up, okay? But on the 5-minute time frame, this was actually a stopping point, and then it went and bought up some more. You guys see that? But do you guys trade on the 5-minute? If you trade on the 5-minute, that would be great, because that would be a great area for you to make money. I like to trade off the 15-minute time frame. It gives me more it doesn't give me as much anxiety as trading on the 5-minute, and I feel more confident with my trades because they're higher time frame trades. Okay, so just that one time frame up. And if you guys find you're feeling a lot of anxiety, then just go one time frame up. If 15-minute is too fast for you, then just look at 30-minute. Okay, look at 30-minute structure. All right, so when you look at the different structural points, friends, when you look at the different structural points, you can see where your stopping points are and what areas need to be broken in order for you to say we're in a sell or we're in a buy, okay? So right now we are in a what? What does the market say we're in? The market says we're in a buy. We're still in a buy, okay? We're in a buy. And for all we know, the market could make a higher high than this one right here. And then this could be our new higher low right here on the 15-minute. It could come up and make a higher high, and this could be our new higher low. But we don't know right now because we're just still waiting, okay? So we're not going to be anxious. We're not jumping in anything. You just wait. We walk. That's why I love walking on the walking pad, because I'm not sitting here having FOMO, just looking for something to do. No, I'm waiting. I'm walking. I'm going to wait for my entry, okay? Wait for the market to give me an entry. Any questions in here? I'm ready to mark up the Dow Jones now. We're going to go ahead and mark up the Dow. Any questions in the chat? Thank you guys for liking the video. We're up to 11 likes. Let's get these likes on up. Like the video, friends. Like the video. Helps more people find us. And when more people find us, they're going to be able to pay their bills. I'm excited. Pay for their kids' college. They don't have to get student loans. I mean, the possibilities are endless. How about just pay for some lunch? Take your friends out to lunch. Take your family out to dinner. Stuff like that. Okay? It's exciting. All right? So let's go ahead and mark up the Dow. Y'all ready? Let's mark up the Dow. I'm going to show you guys exactly the same thing on the Dow Jones. We'll go ahead and mark it up. Remember, guys, I am a break and retest style trader. I use the Fibonacci. I use support and resistance. You guys can see this hit all of our targets. You guys see? So we're in the same place as with the we're in the same place as we were yesterday with the NASDAQ. This has hit our negative 61.8. So now we're going to look to see if we're going to get any type of reversal. So what do? First things you do when you get on here, friends. What are we doing? We're looking for our what? Our higher high, right? We're looking for our higher high. Okay. Looking for our higher high. And we're also, what else are we looking for? Our higher low, right? So we're looking for the highest place on here. We got that. Now we're looking for our higher low. And this is going to be the low that came before the high. It's right here. So this is our higher low. You guys see that? So we got our higher high. And this is going to be our higher low. You guys don't have to put circles on your charts if you don't want to. It just helps me be able to see where we are at. Okay. And then what are we going to do? We're going to mark our line. That's going to be the break of structure. Okay. So this is the break of structure. Did this area get broken? It did get broken. And now we're on the retest leg, guys. We are on the retest leg. This one might actually be ready for us. Let's see if it's ready. Let's see if it's ready. Let's see if it is ready. Okay. You might be ready to take a move over here because look at it. Let's see. Broke structure here. We're getting a 70% pullback. All right. Let's look at it on the 15-minute. Okay. So it broke, pull back, pull back. So let's see when we start getting some type of bearish momentum. So that's what we're going to be looking for the this is the Dow Jones, guys. Okay. And if you look at the Dow, we broke structure and then we had our lower low, our lower high on this 15-minute. It turned into a buy. We bought up, sold down. So now let's see here on this 15-minute, turned into a buy. So this is buy complete on our 15-minute. I use fibs for everything, you guys can see. So I just drew a buy fib because on the 15-minute structure, you can see that we had our lower low and then our lower high. We broke through there. We came back and got a 70, almost a 76% retracement. So we're looking to see if this is going to go up here to the 61.8 here on the fib, or if it's going to stop at this negative 27. And we'll be looking for a sell back down once it breaks structure. Okay. So that's where we're at on this time frame. You can see we broke on the hour. Okay. We broke structure on the hour and now we're buying back up. Okay. We broke structure on the hour. We're buying back up. This is our retracement leg here. Okay. And I think this is what we have to remember. This is our break leg right here. This is our retracement leg right here. Okay. This was 53, 600 to 53. 601 to 445. So that's 155 points. 155 point retracement. Do you guys see what I see? Do you see what I see? Y'all see it? All right, we are our break leg here, and this is our retracement leg. I'm going to go ahead and put the channel on it so you guys can see it. But you can see how clear it is. All right. And what we're going to be looking for is this is our retracement leg. The retracement leg is a buy because we broke structure for the sell. So the retracement leg could have been the short-term buy back up because we broke structure for the sell on the 1 hour. Okay, so this is our retracement leg. Right now it's at the 70% retracement. And what we're going to look for is a transition from the bulls being in control to the bears being in control. And that's when we look for our sell back down. Our TPs are going to be first this 0, and then TPs will be this 53,375, and then 53,255. Okay, those will be our TPs. So let's see, friends. Let's see. Anybody have any questions in the chat? We've been walking for about 82 minutes. Any questions in the chat? Thanks for liking the video, all right? Do you guys see how to get on the charts and mark them up for yourselves? I hope y'all are seeing that. Hope you guys are seeing how to do that. We're not in any trades. We're just waiting to see what the market's going to give us, okay? It's kind of just consolidating here. We had a big push up overnight, so it hasn't given us too much. But we can't go look at gold while we're waiting, okay? So over here, we're going to be looking for some type of sell back down once the market gives us, lets us know that the bears are back in control. The buyers are still in control right now. All right, the buyers are still in control. We want to see some type of break of structure, even if it happens on the 1 minute, friends. And right now we don't have it because these are all just one candle pullbacks. You see that? So our structural point technically is not even till right here at the 510. Okay. So this could very well be our second pullback because it was 150. Yeah. It could be our second pullback because it was 150 pips, 155 pips. So we could get a pullback to, this is about 700. We could get a pullback to about 550 or 545, which is going to put us up right here. Okay. And then the buy back up and then the sell back down. Okay. So that's where we're at with that. Whew. Any questions? Okay, let's go ahead and look at gold. Okay, looking at gold. Let's look at gold. I'm going to start gold off on the daily. So we've been in an uptrend on gold, okay? So where's our highest point at, guys? It's right here. And then our lowest point on the daily is right here. All right. Move this to right there. Okay. And now we're going to go down to the 4 hour. Let's see what we got going on here. Looking at gold. If you guys are just popping in, we're looking at gold. So this is our 4 hour. So this would be our what? Our higher high. And then what are we going to look for? We're going to look for our higher low. So this is our higher high on our 4 hour. Our higher low would be right here. Okay. This is on our 4 hour. Has it been broken yet? Yes or no? Somebody say no, it has not. All right. So we're going to go on down to our 1 hour. We're going to identify our what? Our higher high. Okay. Because we were in an uptrend. All right. A higher high here. And where was our previous higher low? It was right here. And did it get broken? Yes or no? Yes, it did get broken. Okay. So this is where the fun starts. This is where the fun starts. When it actually gets broken, I'm going to go ahead and mark it up so you guys can see it clearly. We got our higher high. This is how we do it every day. This is market structure, okay? Higher high. Me, myself, I like a 2 candle pullback. You guys are 2 or more. Where 2 or more are gathered, okay? Hallelujah. He said he'd be there in the midst. Hallelujah, all right? So this is our 2 candle pullback right there. Okay, we had 1, 2, 3. Is that 3 red candles, and then we pushed up. Okay, so the higher low comes before or after the higher high? Somebody say it comes before. When I first started trading, they used to have this little saying, you have to look left to get right. So your higher low is going to be left. Okay, it's not going to be to the right, it's going to be to the left. Okay, comes before. So higher low, higher high. Now my next question is, did the higher low get broken? Did the higher low get broken? This is it right here. Did this area get broken? It absolutely did, right? It got broken with the wick here, it got broken with the body here. So then what happens after we break? We get a retest. And now what do we get to do, guys? We get to draw our fib, okay? So this is what we do. And this is why I love Jessica Lane and Mike Lito's training, because they help you with seeing stopping points, like helping you have an idea of how far something's going to go. Okay. So this was our retracement. It retraced back up here to the 70%, almost 76%. And then it came down. TP1 is going to be the 0, friends. So it hit TP1. TP2 is going to be the negative 27. And TP3 is going to be the negative 61.8. It has not yet hit the negative 61.8. Okay. So this shows you where we are at in the market. It almost hit negative 61.8, but it has not quite yet hit it. Okay. So now, if you guys are looking, the market doesn't go in a straight line, does it? It does not. Okay, so we know this has hit TP. So what we were going to continue to mark up is now we're marking up our lower lows and lower highs. So this would be our lower low, because this is our lowest point on the market. And what comes before our lower low? The lower high, right? So our lower high would be right here. This would be our lower high right here. Okay, this would be our lower high right here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that up for you guys. This is our lower low. What comes before the lower low, guys? The lower high. Okay, so this is the lower high before the lower low. And this is on the 1 hour. Okay. And some people might look at this as the lower high. Some people might look at this as the lower high. It just depends on how you look at the market. Everybody sees it their own way, okay? This is the last lower high before this lower low, okay? Right here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a line here that says if this area gets broken, this will be the break for the buy on the 1 hour, okay? And remember what happens after something breaks. Who knows what happens after something breaks? There's going to be a retracement, okay? It's going to be a retracement. So what we're waiting on right now, these are the boundaries. This is our lower high. This is our lower low. What we're looking to see is if this lower low is going to come on down here to hit this TP at the 45.98, and we'll get a reversal. Or if we're going to go ahead and buy up here, come down and get a reversal, something like that. Now we already have divergence forming because this is a lower low right here. You guys see it? There's a lower low. And then this is our lower low right here. And this low is higher than this low, okay? It's higher than this low, or even equal, okay? So we'll see if we have divergence is starting to form over here. And then this low, which is higher than both of them, is lower. You guys see that? So it might be still forming divergence here on the 1 hour, but we can see that it's starting to form. Okay. Any questions in the chat? You guys are getting it. Elena Bandifire. Yes. Yes. You guys are getting it. Y'all like the information. Thank y'all for being here. All right. So you guys can kind of see where we're at on the market structure on gold. You look at everything from the 1 hour. Okay. You need to know where all your lines are as far as like those stopping points and all the time frames. But I really like to zoom in on the 1 hour and then the 15-minute, because that's going to be the trades that we take mostly every day, and like to get through on our weeklies, to have a really good successful weekly trade. Like yesterday, if we would have just held it all the way to our TP, you'd have had your money for the whole week and you don't have to trade anymore. You know, it's like you want to get to the place in your trading where you can have that good hourly setup. You follow your rules, you get in, you take your setup, you hold it, and you make your money and you're done. Okay. That's the goal. Okay. Trading 1 to 2 days a week, and you don't even have to trade every day. Now, I like keeping my eyes on the charts every day because it keeps your eyes sharp, okay? Keeps your eyes sharp. It keeps you drawing these circles and lines in the right places, okay? But you want to get to that point, though, where you don't have to actually put your money on the line or put your money at risk every day. You can do it once or twice a week, all right? Because you're going to have your goals. And how many of you guys are excited that, you know, I don't have to necessarily do more as I grow in trading? Like, I don't have to become better. All I have to do is switch up the zeros. So if I'm really good at one entry, I can just take that entry over and over and over again. And the more confident that I get, I can just increase my lot size, or I can add more funded accounts. So then that way, instead of me making $100, I made $500. You see what I'm saying? So I love that. Okay. So you never, ever, we don't have to be greedy. Like, we could, if we need more money is out there. It's available to us at any time. Don't you just wrap your brain around that. Say, more money is available to me at any time. Okay. It's available to me at any time. Okay. You don't have to go do more work for it. All you have to do, increase your confidence, build your account, or get some leverage by getting a funded account, and then you can increase your lot size, okay? And that's it. There's not like you have to do any more heavy lifting. There is no more heavy lifting. You just learn where to put these circles and lines. And that's what's going to do it for us, okay, guys? All right. So this is this is gold. Let's look back over here and see what this NAS is doing. What are we doing over here? This dirty NAS. What you doing to us, NAS? Okay, we're still in a buy. We're still in a buy until otherwise proven. Okay, proven otherwise. We have not yet broken for the sale. This is our neckline. And you guys, this was a daily zone here. I had it in blue. And when it's daily, let me show you guys something. When it's right around that daily area, you guys can see these daily areas, they are strong, okay? The market might do a lot of consolidating and stuff here. I'm going to delete all of this stuff. Well, not delete it. I'm just going to hide it. Didn't that look better? So I want you guys to see the structure here on the daily, so you guys can see it. It's a strong move. We have broke structure right here on this daily. We broke structure there on August the 18th. Okay, we broke structure on the daily, and now we're getting this retest back up. Okay, we're getting this retest back up here on this daily, and I want you guys to see it is strong right here. The resistance here is so super strong. So that's why we're having a hard time pushing up, okay? So we're going to see if we're going to get that push up, or are we going to get the sell down? But you guys can see this area here, this, you know, we could put a little zone here because we had one touch, we had two touches, we had three touches, four touches. You guys can see it. So we could have a little zone here on this daily, and we have to see if we're going to get that push up, okay? We're going to get that push up, break that high, and come back, retest it, and then go ahead and buy on up, all right? So that's where we're at on the daily. This is a retracement because we did break structure on the daily. I'm going to go ahead and add the lines back. I know it's a lot of lines and a lot of fibs. I'm sorry. They all mean something, okay? But we did break structure right here. You see this blue dash line? We have broke structure there on the daily, okay? So just want you guys to see that. That's why when you see this blue line over here, that's what that means. That was that break of structure area where we broke structure at. And that's why we're just kind of consolidating in this area. We're just consolidating. And it's moving very, very slow, very, very choppy price action, okay? But we are not in a sell until proven otherwise. So we are in a what? Somebody say buy, okay? We're in a buy. Even though it looked like a sell, The market says we still buying, all right? And we're at this daily area. So that's why we're having a lot of choppiness right now, all right? So does everybody feel pretty clear on what they're seeing here? Oh, my walk is almost over. I didn't even get to turn it up to 5.5. 6.1 miles, guys. We went 6.1 miles and I didn't even get to speed it up a little bit. So I've already walked over 24 miles this week. That's a good thing about walking and trading. It should help to keep the butt and gut under control. Okay. Should help to keep the butt and gut under control. Let's see. You guys are getting it. I love how y'all are answering the questions in the chat. I really feel like y'all are understanding the market structure. I really do. I'm so happy. That makes me so happy because it took me years to even think that I could do it. Okay. To even think that I could draw the circles and lines and that they meant anything. And then I'm like, wow, I guess those were kind of important, you know? So one of the first books I've ever purchased, when I first came in, they told us to get the Candlestick Bible. And I read that book. I stayed in the hotel room when I was at the class and I was reading it and reading it and reading it. I didn't understand nothing. I didn't retain anything. None of it made any sense to me. And so that's not what we want. We want the stuff that we're reading in the book to be able to come alive and make sense to you. If you can't transfer it from the book to what you're actually looking at on the charts, then it's kind of useless. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I'm here to help transfer some of this stuff from the book. They're going to show you higher highs and higher lows, but I want to show you what they actually look like on the chart. And for those of you who don't know, I did write a book myself because I had to teach my family and friends how to trade, right? So I was like, what can I give them? So I did write a book. This is called Trading Made Simple for Everyday People by Staar. And we're shining the light on financial freedom. But my goal is to take all the stuff that I wish that I would have known when they were trying to charge me $10,000 and all that stuff and put it into some format of the steps that I wish I would have learned this stuff. So I teach you guys the steps in which I would have wished somebody would have taught it to me. Okay. So I teach you the time frames. I teach you where stuff is at on the chart. Because I'm teaching my mom, she's 73, guys. My aunt's 75. So we're teaching, and then all my families, they're all in corporate America. They're very busy teaching them the stuff because they want to be able to make extra money. If you guys know out there, a lot of our senior citizens, they are getting discriminated. They can't even get a job. If they need to make extra money to make their ends meet, they can't even, it's hard for them to get a job. They get discriminated because of their age. And so I'm passionate about teaching them how to learn how to make extra money right from their computers. Okay. So all you have to do is take a little bit of time and make sure that you're not telling yourself that you can't do something. Don't tell yourself that you can't do things. Don't tell yourself that you can't learn things. You would never, ever tell your kids, oh, you can't do that. No, you tell your kids they can learn how to do anything, right? And so that's what I'm going to tell you. You can learn how to do anything. Okay. So we're not going to end our call this morning without doing our devotion. We went through the devotion meditation journal. I always talk about this one because this is my mommy's book. Okay. Her book, The Meditation Journal, Appreciating God's Sunrises and Sunsets. Her name's Deborah Ann Bartlett, and it's available on Amazon. We had been reading out of that for the last 2 months. I absolutely love it, but we're all done with it now. So we're back on Jesus Calling, and this is by Sarah Young. Today, the word is, spend time with me for the pure pleasure of being in my company. I can brighten up the dullest of gray days. I can add sparkle to the routines of daily life. You have to repeat so many tasks day after day. This monotony can dull your thinking until your mind slips into neutral. A mind that is unfocused is vulnerable to the world, the flesh, and the devil, all of which exert a downward pull on your thoughts. As your thinking processes deteriorate, you become increasingly confused and directionless. Oh, Lord, don't let us be directionless, okay? You become increasingly confused and directionless. We will not be increasingly confused and directionless. The best remedy is to refocus your mind and heart on me, your constant companion. Even the most confusing day opens up before you as you go step by step with me. My presence goes with you wherever you go, providing light for your path. And I love that. This is our scriptures for today are Psalm 63, 7, and 8. We have our devotions over here, guys. I'm learning, just learn how to make the circles on the chart. Yes, Boston. Yes, yes, yes. I'm 61. It's never too late. That's right. It's never too late. I say that every single day. It's never too late. And I tell my mom and my aunt all the time, Boston, I said the hardest part of trading is learning how to navigate trading view. Because you be trying to draw a circle. Let me show y'all. Then the next thing you do, the circle, it gets way big. And you're like, oh my God, it's so big. How do I get the circle back small? Okay. How do I get it back small? Oh my God, the circle's taking over my whole chart, And so that becomes the hardest part of trying to navigate trading view. So let me give you guys a couple of pro tips, okay? For me, if you're new and you're just trying to figure out how to navigate trading view, you're drawing your first circle, you're drawing your first line. Let me tell you, and this is in my book, I tell you can't break it, okay? So number one, you can't break it, okay? Number two is I really want you guys, if you are watching me, you need to get a mouse, okay? You got to get a mouse. The mouse helps you to navigate these circles and lines. You can use the mouse to, when you scroll the mouse up and down, it's going to move your chart from left to right, okay? And when you click on the icon, that the circle, you use the left click, not the right click. When you use the left click, it makes the circle bigger and you can drag it in and make it smaller. The left click, okay? The left click. I mean, I went into detail on that stuff in my book. I went into detail on that because my mom is 73 and my aunt is. I told them, are you left clicking? Like I put it in the book, left click with your mouse because I wanted to be so specific. I was like, because sometimes we do stuff automatically. When you know how to do this stuff, you start doing it automatically and then you can't really teach it. So that's why I was like, hold the left click it. Okay. Hold the left clicker down. So that way you're left clicking it. You see it? You left click it. And that's how you adjust it. Okay. You left click it. All right. When you right click on the chart, that's how you add alerts. But if you want to play with these tools, you left click and you hold them and you can move them and drag them and all that stuff. So that's going to be the biggest thing. So if you guys don't have a mouse, I know a lot of people use iPads and stuff like that. And I use those when I have to. But y'all, for real, when it's time to make some money, when I'm about to hit that button, I'm using a computer and I have a mouse at hand. Okay. I prefer it like that because I can click and drag and make my lines and circles and all that kind of stuff so much easier. Let me know in the chat. Am I the only one? Is it because I'm 48 that I love using the mouse? Let me know in the chat if you guys use a mouse. Okay. And thank y'all so much for liking this video. Thank you guys so much for liking this video. Thank you, Boston Kid. Yes. All right. I love hearing these good, positive testimonies. You guys are drawing your first circles, your first lines. Very, very important. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Okay. And it gets scary, but guess what? You cannot mess it up. The other thing I'll tell you, Boston, since you're drawing your circles, when you draw your circles on your daily time frame, we're going to go back over here to gold. Okay. I'm just going to use this as an example. When you draw your circles on your daily time frame, let me show you something. When you draw the circles on the daily, and this is why you don't want to make them too big. Okay, if I was to draw this circle here on the daily, when I go over here to the hourly, I'm just showing you guys this. When I go to the hourly, look how big this circle is. It's not that big there, but look, if I go down to the 15-minute, It's like the thing just expands and expands and expands and expands, okay? In the 5 minute. And sometimes the circle can be all the way over. Look at this. It can be over all of your candles, so you can't hardly see anything. Do you see that? So then you can't even see the stuff because the circle is all the way over it. Do you guys see how that? You guys see that? The circle's all the way over all your candles. So that's why when you go down to smaller time frames, those circles get bigger. Okay. That's what I wanted to show you. So make sure you don't draw your circles too big, because they start covering up all the candles when you get down to where you need to really see it. This circle was drawn on the 1 hour, but when we come down to the 15 minute, you can see it's right there. But if you come down to the 5 minute, you can see it covers up all these candles. Okay. So be mindful of that, Boston, when you're drawing your circles. They start covering up. You use a mouse as well. Love using the mouse. That's right, Sonia Mason. That's right, Veronica. We're using a mouse over here. And I don't know if these young people have to use a mouse. I don't know how old they are, but I know at 48, I got to use a mouse. I got to use a mouse. I can use an iPad and I can kind of drag it in the iPad in the car, but I got to use a mouse. So you guys, let's go over what we're going to look for later on. And today we haven't gotten any moves that we are going to take as of right now. I'm going to go back real quick. One last little recap, and you guys can look at it tonight while we sleep, and then we'll revisit it all tomorrow morning. So let's real quick look for what we're looking for on our Dow Jones. This is our retracement leg. Okay, this is our retracement leg. Our retracement leg just hit the 61.8. So now what we're looking for on our retracement leg is some type of break of structure on the smaller time frame for the sell back down. Okay, you can see that on the smaller time frame we do have divergence. It's been making higher highs here, but over here it is making lower highs. Okay, so on that smaller time frame, this would be that break on the 5 minute at 6:53, 6:44. That would be the break of structure for the sell down on the 5 minute. If you wanted to take that, we're looking for this sell to come back down to looking for this to come back down here to the 53,371. Okay, so this is going to be a nice move if we're able to catch some of that on the way back down to the 53,371. That's where we're at on this structure. Okay, wait for it to get ready before you take it. This here is the 15-minute break on this. That's at 53,445. Okay, so that's really, really low, almost to the TP. So that would be not the structure that I want to wait on. If I'm going to take my chances, it might be better to get in high and put your stop loss above there someplace. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. We're looking for some type of sell down to the 371 on this time frame here for the Dow Jones. Okay. If you do take the 5 minute entry, you might want to take it to this 15-minute break, just in case it doesn't go all the way down. Never know, never know. Okay. But I do see at least 155 retrace. I do see, and I am looking forward to 155 pip sell, because this sell here was 155 pips. Okay. So I am looking for some type of sell of at least 155 pips down. All right. So this is our Dow. All right. And then let's go back over to NAS. Remember, we are still selling until proven otherwise. Still buying until proven otherwise. Okay. So we've got our higher high. And we have our higher low down here. We are still stuck in between these two ranges. So it's just kind of consolidating, and we're at this daily area. So remember what I said about that daily. What I've always learned about the daily is it can be a lot of consolidation, and that's kind of where we're at here. Okay. I'm just looking at the structure here. So we're still in a buy until proven otherwise. All right, guys. And then on gold, you guys seen that we had it marked up for a sell, but if we break structure here at this 46.55-ish area, we'll look for a break, and then a little bit of after it breaks, we're going to be looking for a retracement. Okay, so that's where we're at with gold, and we do have divergence that starting to form here. This lower low is this lower low, you guys see, is higher than this one right here. You guys see that on our 15-minute? Okay, so we do have divergence there. Okay, so anybody have any questions? We might get a short-term buy on gold. Okay, anybody have any questions for me before we get out of here? Make sure you guys like the video. Like it, like it, like it. It's never too late. You'll eventually get it. That is so true, Elena Banda. So true. I hope you guys have been appreciating the videos. I've been doing a little bit of filming with me and Gabe in our daily routine after we get out of, as we finish trading. I haven't taken any moves. Set your alerts for anything that you're looking for. If you guys see any moves that you're going to take later, make sure you set your alerts at those lines and take your trade safely, guys. There's no news today, and we'll be back again tomorrow for another great trading day. So I appreciate y'all being on with me. Thank y'all for liking the video. I appreciate you coming back every single day. I'm Staar Fields, and you've been doing what? Trading with the stars. You guys have an awesome and amazing day. Bye.